Good morning, Mr. John.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, were you able to fill the form?
Yeah, I did, but it got to the part where I was supposed to pay 1.5. I haven't done that yet, but I can always do that later because I don't
But
have
you,
for
you
now.
didn't send, you didn't submit the form. I think you were supposed to submit the form.
Okay, okay. But I think I have to pay the
Pay
one
the
five
one
first.
five immediately. You can submit the form.
Okay,
No,
I'm doing
no,
that now.
you can submit the
All
form.
right.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, yes. Good morning, Mr. Daniel. I think the same goes for you. You can submit on the form.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right. Thank you.
I'm
Where's
sending now, so
okay?
MJ.
Shagun, can the meeting link be dropped here? I say meeting link, the form be dropped here, please. In the chat for those people that might be joining and don't have the form readily available. Thank you.
Should we just open the meeting because it's untrusted now? And if we do open, people we won't have to worry about access. People can just join.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay, I've done that. I've submitted.
Okay, thank you. We've seen that. Thank you.
All right, we'll be waiting 5 more minutes. By 10:15, we'll start the therapy session in earnest. While we wait for the Nigerian time people. Thank
All right.
you. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Confirm if you can hear me, please. You can just do a show of hands if you can hear me electronically. All right, perfect. So we can begin our therapy session. Welcome, everyone. You don't need to unmute your mic yet, please. So what we're going to be doing today is not really a course. It's not a course. We're not teaching anybody outrightly. Take this as coming to the doctor. You're coming with your problems, and we are going to diagnose those problems, your symptoms, and address what the issues are. That's what we're going to be doing. So it's going to be interactive. We would like to hear from you what your current business problems are, and we'll provide solutions to those business problems, practical solutions, things you could start working on right off the call, right off the bat. That is the aim. You should be able to address certain issues in your businesses from the get go. And that's the aim of a therapy session. If you have a new business in mind, you should be able to know what directions to steer from, where do you really need to start from, what information should you be looking out for before you start your business. That's what we came here to address, not teaching you and all. Because truth be told, with all the courses out there, marketing for businesses and whatnot, information is plenty, and business owners and aspiring business owners get overwhelmed. That is the nature of things because you would not be able to act on one, and you might get contradicting information against what you just learned from another thing. And that's why majority of people's efforts go down the drain because they do not stick to one method. Every business method out there has its validity, right? As long as it's tried and tested, has its validity. And you would not know if it's working for you if you do not allow it marinate and various factors to ensure it works for you. And because of that, you find yourself jumping from one method to the other, one marketing strategy to the other. The next person that sounds nice or makes sense to you, you jump onto what the person has just said, right? From Instagram, wherever you got the information from. So we are here to help you address those issues and also help you to get patience, right? So you would be able to carry out whatever you need to carry out with the sense of mind that you are going somewhere and you know where you're going to. So yeah, like I said, we are just going to go through your business, right? Just understand where you're coming from. And for that, if you're a business owner or an aspiring business owner, here right now, one by one. Shego, please, I would need you to help me moderate. As you raise your hands to speak, you can raise your hand electronically, and what I need to know from you is your business, the nature of your business. Now we have that information from the forms you've sent out, right? After filling the forms, but it's important to hear from you. Reason for that is some people don't really know um, what their business is. They don't really know what they're doing. Some people collapse a lot of things. So on average, I'll simplify this. There's a problem that um, we discuss a lot at CTO where people, if you ask the average Nigerian, what do you do? The person is going to tell you 5 to 10 things that they're doing in hopes that you basically take something from that. And in all honesty, nobody's going to keep those 5 to 10 things in their head. I wouldn't, for starters, and I believe everybody here doesn't actually know the 5 to 10 things their friends have told them that they do. Right? You only keep the ones that is important to you. If they tell you 5 to 10 things, you pick the one that's important to you, and that's what you keep in your memory. So when it comes to recommending jobs for them, recommending clients, you do not remember that. Oh, my friend actually does this, right? And it's because your friend did not give you proper information or pass information in a way that you could assimilate and store it in your memory for you to help them in the future. And that goes the same for us, not just our friends. So we would like to hear from your mouths what your businesses are. So please feel free. The floor is open to you. Just tell us what you do or what you want to do, and we can take it up from there.
Okay, can we start with John? If Jessica can also put her hand down for now, and John can put your hand down for now. So, John, would you like to start with what your business?
Okay. Okay. Good morning. I'm a shortlet agent. Shortlet agent that is still under real estate, but just like apartments for short stays and all. I can I bring in I
Hello, John. Hello, John. Are you there?
you understand. I'm here now. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes. Yes. Go on. We lost you there a bit. Just go on.
All right. So I'm a shortlet agent to say.
Yeah. Carry on.
Okay, carry on. What does your business do? Like, so you're a shorted agent. What do you sell? Right? Like, what kind
I
of
sell I
apartments?
sell I sell apartments
Okay,
like for short stay, Airbnb and all. Just like Airbnb, but this is not registered on Airbnb, but basically on a site, Nigeria Property Center. I list my apartment there. Then I get leads, and I get people who come and book through me.
okay,
It's just like I have the connection to the owner of the apartment, just like standing as an affiliate, having connection with the owner of the apartment, then me being the middleman, negotiating deals with the customer, then taking the deals to the owner. Then from there, I get my own commission from that, from every deal I make per se.
all right.
Yes.
So, Shagun, please, who's the next person?
Okay. You can put your hands up. I think Jessica, you had your. Oh, she just left the meeting. Okay. Precious, Miss Precious, or Mr. You can go ahead, please. Precious.
Good morning, everyone. Um, I own a brand that's into corporate styling, which is more like providing corporate wear for offline business owners.
Sorry, there were some parts that were inaudible or I couldn't hear very well. Can you just repeat that? Sorry.
All right. I own a brand that's into corporate wears. We provide corporate wears for business owners, such as shirts, pants, office pants, and then shoes as well.
Okay. All right. So the business owners, you can put your hands up so that I can go know who's next. But if you're not putting your hands up, I'll just call at random. Okay, Mercy, you can go ahead, please.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. So I own a brand that is into cakes, catering, and events proper.
Okay, thank you, Mercy. the next person, please. Maybe the Fab Feeds, if you would like to introduce your business. Hello, the Fab Feeds. Are you there? Okay. I'll move on to. I think apart from the Fab Feeds, I think everybody that's in the meeting currently has introduced themselves. That's John, Mercy, and Precious. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's perfect. We lost Jessica.
Yes.
All right. Um, I've gotten a hang of what everybody says they're doing, and the importance of introduction would further be emphasized, right, by what I'm going to say next. While introducing yourself as a business, it's important to state the identity of your business. Now, so if us as CTO, we are communicating with customers, we will first let you know. I'm part of the CTO marketing team. I am the team lead of CTO, depending on my role, right? I would let you know who I am, what's where I am from. Now, why I'm stating this is everybody that mentioned their business did not mention their business identity, right? Now, if your business identity is tied to you as a person, you are meant to identify yourself as a person also, right? Because it means your business and you are one and the same. So let's use an example with John. Um, if I'm to say, John, can you answer this question? Do you have a business name, or is your business you as an individual?
I have a business name.
Okay, what's your business name?
It's Light Homes.
You say
Light Homes.
Light Homes.
Yeah.
Okay, so see how nobody knew that until you just mentioned that, right? So if we left this call, we would remember somebody said they had a short let apartment, but nothing to identify it with. Do you get? So
Yes, I
that's
get.
the importance of identifying yourself or your business, right? If
Yeah.
you're an individual, so let me use an example from the individual perspective. I'm an individual and I sell shortlets, right? I'll
Yeah.
first give a very simple, brief explanation of who I am and what I'm doing, right?
Yes.
Um, I'm a real estate agent. I have made sales. I've made sales across various states in Nigeria, and right now I'm focusing on selling shortlet apartments. Now, what this introduction has done is it has allowed the individual listening to me to know who I am as a person, what I do, who what I have been able to do, right,
Yeah.
with what I do, right? Because people
Yeah.
trust you when you are able to identify what you are capable of, right? So I'm
Yeah.
addressing whatever concerns the person might have going
Okay.
forward, right? Before the person begins to have those concerns. And that's what an introduction does for you. You get.
Yes,
So
sir.
I would want every business owner here to put that in mind when they are meeting anybody. It's very important to know how to introduce yourself. That is the first bit of everything you're going to do, right? Whether it's on social media, whether you are meeting the person face to face, it's important for you to be able to get across who you are to whoever your audience is before you do anything. This is just a very simple content tip many people gloss over, and that is why your contents might not be performing on WhatsApp and all. People don't know who you are. They're just seeing your content. They're just seeing that you say you do this, right? And people trust an individual or a business over a random post. If I can't identify who or what I'm purchasing something from, I'm not going to do that. You get so
Yes.
everybody's on the same page there. And with that, I would like to introduce my team members. That's why you can see the order of introduction. But the reason why I liked everybody go first, right? All the business owners go first is because I wanted you guys to see how it's done. It's very important. It's a very important detail people gloss over, right? So I needed everybody to see how it is done. So um Samuel Ejiga, um
Yes.
the CEO of CTO. So CTO as a team is a solutions company. We solve tech and business problems for businesses and individuals in general. So Shegun Martins is our content head and team lead also for the marketing team. Oiza is our marketing representative for the marketing team also. So I'll let them introduce themselves before we go on. Shegun, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shegun Martins. I'm a copywriter, content designer, and I'm the content strategy lead for CTO team, amongst other things. Yeah.
Oiza.
Hello everyone, my name is Oiza. I am a digital marketing expert and all other sorts of things. Yeah, marketing representative for CTO.
Thank you. So we have other CTO reps here. We have Godwin also. Godwin, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Godwin. I am a content writer and copywriter for CTO. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. So we now move ahead to the meat and potato of what we are here for. So as a business, it's important to know where you are. If you don't know where you are, you would not know where you're going to. And this is a very common mistake people make in businesses. So I'll try and simplify everything we'll be discussing as we address your problems. So for a startup business, you should have been in business, right? Or you should be at your inception stage. You've not started, you've not actualized anything at all, right? You're about to begin, or you spent about 2 years in your business. Depending on your industry, so 2 to 4 years in your business. Now, for you being in your growth phase, you must have spent 3 years above, 3 or 5 years above in your business. Now, the reason why that's the case is depending on your industry also. Different industries have different growth rates, expected growth rates. So it's important to know your industry growth rate when you are going into an industry. People do not do that, right? You just stand up, go into your business and all, right? Sometimes your industry might have a growth rate of 10 years and you are there lamenting against a business that's started yesterday and is thriving, right? Different growth rate, different this in different industries, different growth rates. So it's important to know your growth rate. If I am planting cocoa and palm kernels, right, I should not be expecting that in 2 years I'm going to start yielding returns. It's not feasible. It's not going to happen. You get the gist of that. It is not going to happen. So realist being on the realistic end, I have to understand what is the expected growth rate of the industry and sub industry I am in, right? Without that, I am not going to be able to know where I'm going to and what are the expectations for my business. Now, you being in your startup phase, right? You most likely is going to be at a stage where you don't have your business model fixed yet. People do not know your business for a particular thing, right? So an example of that, we know that every time we go to Chicken Republic, we would we expect to see chicken. Not seeing chicken at Chicken Republic is like blasphemy. It's like a sin. We do not expect to go to Chicken Republic, ask for chicken, and not see it, right? So that is a rubber stamp on their identity. So as a business, they are in their growth phase, expansion phase. That is what they are. So your growth phase is never ending. Once you get to that stage, you have to bear in mind that it's never ending, right? Unless you want the business to terminate, right? It's not finite. You would keep on expanding and expanding. That's what it means to be in your growth phase. It's not a stage where you have this certain amount of customers and you just rest on your guns. No. At your startup phase, you don't really know where your business is at, right? In terms of image. People are still trying to figure out what your business is. They're still trying to figure out what identity they are going to tie to your business. You are still at the stage of explaining what your business is to people. So it's not just the timeline, also, it's that identification. Are people able to identify off the bat, right, what they expect to get from you as a business? That defines your startup phase. If people are not able to solely in their minds subconsciously identify what they expect to get from you, then you are at your startup phase.
Sorry,
Now,
can we have some people have joined us. Can they introduce themselves, and then maybe we can have
oh,
also
all right, that's
introduce
perfect.
what phase they are in their business as well.
Yes, yes, we're going to do that. So for those that are just joining, please, Shegu, you could usher them to introduce themselves one by one.
Yes, so welcome. Sorry if it seemed like I'm picking on you. We had just left the meeting. Okay, so if Joseph can introduce himself and his business and also what phase his business is in right now, based on what you picked from what Sam was just saying. Thank you.
Good morning, Joseph. Hello.
Yes, go on, Joseph.
Okay, and the name of my business is Footwear Clinic, and Footwear Clinic is an online store where we try to meet the daily needs of footwear maintenance in Nigeria generally, and currently in Abuja. And we have been running this business for like 8 years right now. But I must confess that we when it comes to the amount of people we have, the amount of clients we have, I must confess that there is a shortage in that aspect. So my research team and I concluded that we have an issue with our penetration strategy. That is to say, people are not, you know, they love our idea. It sounds noble. When we try to use this idea to apply for loans and grants, they tell us they love our idea that, but we're not making, we're not, we're not out there. I don't know how to put it. We have our graphic representations, we have our pictures, we have our ads, we have our Instagram page, but money is not flowing. My partner and I put in money, but we don't get it back. So we can't put in money getting it. Till I knew that okay, a solution will erupt at some point. So that's why I'm coming out playing wholeheartedly, and I hope at the end of it all, I'm able to get a solution to the issue now. And the problem is my penetration strategy. We don't have clients. I hope I'm able to pass across. the information needed. So,
Yes, thank you very much, Joseph. That was very good and detailed. I think
so
it's clear what your business does and the challenges you have. Yes. So, Sam, I don't know if you want to come in here or we should take the other um, participants' details on the stage they are in their businesses.
Okay, we should take this in other participants first because Mr. Joseph's business is actually in a very unique situation where it has elapsed the startup timeline for his industry, but at the same time, he's still at the startup phase in terms of this thing, in terms of reach and identity. So let's get everybody's this thing first so we can address them one by one. So
Okay.
before we continue, just the reason why we are doing this is you can see with Mr. Joseph's business how unique the situation is for his business, right? Every business has unique challenges. That's why we don't just go and say, "Oh, we're going to teach you," because every information we're going to throw out there might not pertain to your business and might not pertain to your business needs, right? And it might just keep you in the same loop you are in. So please, let's go ahead.
Okay. I guess we'll start with John. If you can tell us the stage of your business, whether it's in a startup or growth phase or beyond that, and just a very brief summary of the challenges that you have, even though you've mentioned that before. But let's hear it again. Thank you.
Okay. So mine is in the growth phase. I like everyone that comes to my WhatsApp and all my catalog knows that this is what I'm doing. But I still feel the challenges I'm having is that um I still feel that okay, it's in the growth phase, but the clients for me to get bookings daily bookings, like I feel like I'm supposed to be in that stage that I should get daily bookings like day in day out, because looking at how the business is something that you can actually get bookings daily, but I'm not yet there. So I feel um it's in the growth phase in a way that everybody knows that this is what Light Homes is about, this is what it provides and all. But to get the daily bookings and all, the clients, the customers, is where I'm having difficulties in. I feel there's something I need to fix at that part.
Okay, thank you very much, John. If we can move down the list, if Mercy, if you can help us with the stage, your phase of your business, and just some brief challenges that you're facing in your business. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning once again. Okay, so the name of my business is Royal Relish Cakes and Events, and the stage of my business right now is growth stage, in the sense that the business has been registered for 3 years now. So with the number of years, and yes, hearing the name alone, you already know what the business is all about. And getting to my social media handles, okay, it speaks what we are into and what we represent. So we are at this growth stage. The challenges for now is getting, I think I'm having a bit of challenge with social media, like, because I'm the only one running the business actively for now. So after the production, the account and everything, so sometimes I'm always very exhausted. At the end of the day, I would not update my social media handles. And most of the grants that I've tried to put up with, like, especially last year, I think I started putting up with grant last year. um I think my social media handle is not doing justice to some of the what I was able to get one grant, but then The current challenge I think the business is facing right now is to connect and get more clients from social media. And I hope at the end of the section, I'll know what have been doing wrong and how I can fix it. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mercy. Now, sorry, can I try again? Dab feeds. Or let me try the person's name. Uh,
Yeah,
sorry.
good
Okay.
morning.
Yes, thank you. Go on, please.
Good morning. My name is Ijoma Michael. The name of my organization is the Pathway. Uh, I signed up for this program because my organization we started about like for roughly 2 3 years, but our client base at some point really started reducing, and our social media is not doing so well either. So I thought maybe there's a way this therapy could help our business get better and we could reach more clients, we could do better on social media and engagement would be increased. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Ijoma. Um, so we also have um, Pish Vona that joined the meeting. I don't know if we can get an introduction from you, your name, your business, the phase of growth or the phase of your business, and yes, what you do and how long you've been in operation, and some of your challenges as well. If you can get that from thanks. Hello, Pish Vona. Okay, all right. Let's move on to Olatunde Adesheyi. If we can hear from you, the same things. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Olatunde Adesheyi. Hello.
Hi, good morning. I actually just joined and I'm still trying to like get my port so that I can pick up from where you
Okay.
guys are.
Yeah, yeah. What we've discussed so far, I think what I'm asking you to do now is easy. Just introduce yourself, your business, um, how long your business has been in operation, and maybe just a brief summary of the challenges that you are facing currently.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you very much. My name is Olatunde Adeshe. Currently, I don't have a business I'm starting up, but I I studied business administration and also have an MSc in management. So I've always been looking at the practical aspect to this field, which is engaging my skills. So I really hope this program is not limited to only guys that are starting up. However, I just want to learn, and this I saw this as an opportunity to encourage myself to push hard to identify a gap and exploit it accordingly. So that's the main reason why I'm here, just to learn, to also motivate myself and get one or two things from people so that I can, you know, start up something. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Olatunde. Yes. So, Sam, I think we've uh, covered everybody.
Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. Now, I understand where we are at, right, as individuals and as businesses. Before we address where we are at, it's important we move on to know other aspects of the business, right? As we've said we are not just going to treat symptoms, right? We want you to be able to address your issues head on, right? And treat them. Just let's cut out the cancer and rather than manage it, right? That's what we want to. If we just dive into one aspect, we'll not be able to allow you to achieve that. So we'll move on, but bear in mind that we've noted everything you've expressed about your business and where you are at right now, and we will address that as we move on. So, maturity phase and decline phase of business, right? Like basically, where's your business? It's nice that majority of us here are able to clearly outline and identify where their businesses are. Now, the first point of treating anything, if you go to the doctor, is being truthful to yourself, right? How are you feeling with yourself? Take yourself as a person, and that's what we're doing with your business at the moment. If you're not able to clearly identify to yourself where your business is at, what your business is going through right now, you would not be able to solve those problems. Now, for your maturity phase, is the phase where you have gotten steady customers. So you are able to know that in a day or in a week, you have this, you are guaranteed this amount of people at the very least, right? You can average out your numbers and you are expanding, getting more people because you know you have your current customers that are always going to be there coming in and paying up. Now, the decline phase is you have this recurring customers, or you have a huge influx of customers coming in, but they are not coming back. They come in, they're not coming back. They come in, they are not coming back, right? Or they patronize you for a while and they stop coming altogether. That's the decline phase, right? People are coming, but they are not. You can't retain them. So some of you have already identified where you are in that by what you said earlier in terms of being in the maturity phase. Now, Mr. John is one of those that's in the maturity phase because he's able to identify that his business has a constant inflow at the moment, but he also knows that his business could be doing better. His business should be at the point where he's getting at least a customer every day. He's able to identify that. So his business is at the maturity phase. Now, I've given the answer for Mr. John. I would like Mercy to identify which phase her business is in. We're not targeting anybody. We just want everybody to be able to know, right, and identify where they are at. So please, Mercy. Okay. Seems Mercy left the call. All right, Ijoma, can you identify where your business is at? Like, what phase?
Yeah, okay, that.
I asked if you would be able to identify what phase your business is in. Okay, Messi is back, so hold on, please, Ijoma. Yeah, Messi, go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, my business is at maturity phase.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yes, because at least yes, because I'm into edibles, So people eat every day, and there is a new section. Can I say, okay, there's a new thing I introduced to my business, like towards the end of last year, whereby I get to cook for people as lunch every almost every day or every other day. So for now, and yes, that's really brought new clients to my business that that requested for a bigger contract, you understand. So right now my business is at maturity phase.
Okay, that's perfect. Ijoma, can you identify where your business is at? Maturity or decline phase?
I won't say it's on the maturity stage. I think
Okay, no, so I think I should take that over again, right? We're talking about the phase, right? What phase is your business going through at the moment? And in terms of that, we're saying maturity phase is you have a constant baseline. It's not going up, it's not going down, right? Like you have that constant that is always going to be there. Recurring customers that is always going to be there. So maybe you're averaging two customers, three customers per day, 15 per week. You always have that, right? You know those numbers are always going to come in. That is your maturity phase. You have your baseline and you are looking to expand, right? And looking to get in new customers. That's the maturity phase. Now your decline phase is you have these people coming in, but they are not reoccurring. So you are in an influx. So today, if you have 10, next week is five. The next week it could be 15, but none of these people are coming back, right? So that's a decline phase. You are actually not growing, you are not stable. You get
okay, from what you just explained, I would probably say we were okay, we were at the maturity stage before we relocated. So this struggle with um I stopped distributing. I stopped the business for a year now because I relocated from where I had my customer base to a new environment, and it's not like I was trying to study the environment because I'm very back to what I do and all of that. So currently, I wouldn't say I'm on any of the stages because I've not gone back to the market again to start. So I am in this class because I intend to go back and continue. I was actively but
okay.
there
So your business is stalled at the moment.
yeah, but we are starting this year again very soon.
Mm, transition phase. Okay.
So but as
Okay.
I'm
So
going, I was
just
actively on
a quick
using
advice to everybody on this call.
we have people here.
Yeah. No, go on, go on. As to when you were actively on.
More
All right, perfect. So a quick advice to everybody on this call. What Ijoma went through, I would always advise businesses not to go through that. Don't stall your business now. Reason if you are moving location, right, and your business is intertwined with your current life, create a transition process. Now, a transition process is you have an existing customer baseline, right? I'll simplify it and give you an action plan for that. Um, Listen, so Ijoma, in case you find yourself in that situation or anybody around you find yourself in that situation. So you have an existing customer baseline, we are current customers, so on and so forth, and you are moving from Lagos and you're coming to Abuja to relocate, and you know you are going to spend the rest of your life in Abuja. And what you should be doing there is allow your existing customers know I'm going to be moving, right? Please, if you are going to be coming to Abuja, my business is going to be there, and I'm going to offer you those services. If you have relatives, you have friends in Abuja, kindly share, right? Now speak to your right on your good customer service. If you have good customer relationships, right, with your people, right on that to expand your market. Now that will create a transition process. So by the time you come to Abuja, you should have a few people expecting you, right? It might take a little while to reset, right, to start up the business up and going, but it wouldn't take as long as most people would take, right? Maybe you just need to find a storefront or start from home, and depending on the nature of your business, right? Get yourself set up, right? Maybe a month or two max, and you most likely hit the ground running, as if your business did not suffer, right? So, and also in that process, you would it's advisable to create campaigns allowing people to know, right? Oh, this business is moving to Abuja, right? Like it's moving to this state. We've served people here. These are the customer reviews we got here, and we are moving. Now, with that, you are guaranteed to have a smooth transition. So, it's always important to bear in mind that your business, take your business as a person. It's not okay to allow your business go into coma. That's just the truth. Don't allow your business go into coma. So always try to transition your business rather than allow it die. The way you transition and change location, try to do the same. I'm sure you've followed some of these processes in your own life personally, where you have to find out those people that you would know in the states you moved to, identify people that you could know or interact with, identify people that could help you, direct you to people that could help you when you move to the new states, right? So do the same for your business, right? Treat it as a person, and it's always going to stay afloat and it's always going to open your horizons for you. Messi, is that a new hand you have raised up before we continue?
Mercy, do you want to say? Okay, don't worry.
Okay. All right. So, Ijoma, I hope that is kind of helpful. It's not too late to apply what I've said. Also, bear in mind, since you say you want to start, right? You are starting this year, so it's not too late to apply that, right? You can write on your former customers in those states, right? As you want to begin and speak to their good nature to help you out. Are you saying something, Ijoma?
Yes, thank you so much. Well,
All right, no problem. No problem. So, like I said, the aim is to give you this thing, action plans. So we know vaguely where everybody's at the moment, and for us to start treating your symptoms, it's important for us to know what kind of analysis you do for your business, right? Um, from here, we already know that everybody here does analyze their business, at least on a, if not on the academic level, on a big level. Now, I'll try to help simplify what a SWOT analysis is in a way that everybody here should do it as second nature, right? So, what your SWOT analysis is going through your business and identifying your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and threats to your business. That's just it, right? We kind of do it subconsciously as humans on day to day, but you don't know you're doing that, whether it's to your business or to yourself, right? We do that subconsciously, but for a business to thrive, you have to do things consciously, not subconsciously. As a human being, you can exist and coexist with people, have successful lives, right, with subconscious processes going on. But for a business, you need a lot of things to be conscious, right? It's going to, at a stage, it's going to be subconscious of the business, right? Where you are stable, probably, hopefully, one of everybody here becomes multinational and all. But at that stage, your business, some of the processes in your business will become second nature because every staff sees it as expectations, right? So your business would have that as a subconscious process that it's just everybody that comes in hits the ground running, following those little processes. But before you get to that stage, simple SWOT analysis, right? Identifying what your business strength is. Like, what's that one thing or sets of things that if anybody comes across your business, they are always going to expect to see, right? One thing that they are always going to enjoy from your business. You first identify that. That is your selling point. That is what you should always open a conversation with, right? Because that is what every other person is enjoying. Now, your strengths, I would advise you, you should always pick your strengths from your customers. It's very easy for us to sit down and go, oh, I know these are the strengths of my business. What's in your head as the strengths of your business is not exactly what your customers are experiencing, right? People experiences are very different from what we express. So you can let me give a very simple example into this world. When you use the word facts, you identify listen, is an identifier, and some people will take offense to that. And some fat people go, I mean, that's what I am. And some other fat people will go, why are you insulting me? Right? The same word, yeah, tone sometimes play into it, but before we go into the complexities of those things, the same word and different interpretations. So, with that in mind, what people experience from you and what you put out there are not always going to be the same thing. What you're putting out there is what you have in control. What they are experiencing from you is solely on them. Um, from customer reviews, you would be able to know your strengths. So put it in mind now. Like I want everybody, every business owner here to pen it down, to always ask their customers once in a while, what, just simple question, what do you, every single time you come to me, what do you expect? Like what are your basic expectations? What do you in your mind do you think you would always see? Right? Or Shegu, please can you simplify that question for them? Probably one liner, something they can use like pen down and they can always carry around with them.
Okay, so you're talking about the SWOT. Um,
Yes, yes, yes.
okay,
So I just gave a question they could ask themselves, right? Their customers, so they can identify the strengths, their business strengths, right, from the customer's perspective. So what I asked is it's a lengthy question, so I need a way to simplify it so they can pen it down and have it in front of them anytime they want to ask customers questions. So as a customer, what do you always expect to see from me? Like what are your expectations from the business that we've been carrying out? Um, what do you always see from me that you like? Something like that too. Yeah.
okay.
So
So
yeah.
yeah, so for example, we're trying to get in the mind of your customer, right? So if you put yourself in your customer's shoes, what are the questions, or what do you want to see? What do my customers want to see from me? Something like that. And those will guide you to your strengths in your business. So what do my customers want to see from me? I don't know if that is a good answer to your question.
Yeah, that is.
Okay.
I hope you guys pen that down. Please, business owners, what do my customers want to see from me? And you can turn that to ask your customers, so what do you expect to see from me? Right? Like just it's a survey, just simple survey. Don't always make your surveys like bulky and ask like plenty questions. You could have like three question surveys, and that's going to answer majority of the questions you have in business, right? What does my customer always want to see from me? And when you're asking the customer, what do you always expect to see from me? Right. So before we move on to weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, I would like the business owners here to ask themselves those questions and answer them one by one. So, Shalu, please, can you moderate that?
Okay. Can we start with John? If you can tell us what your strengths are in your business. Thanks. Hello, John.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, I'm here. The strength of my business is it has I think one is it has a very large audience. Like people actually patronize that business very well. So when it comes to the audience of the business, it's a very strong one.
Sorry, that you mean your own business, right? That's the light homes is strong, right?
Yeah, it's
That's the
strong.
strength of it.
Yes,
Okay.
the strength is like it has. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, can we go um to Mercy, please? If you can tell us the strength of the business.
Yeah, so the strength of my business is the quality service I provide and the affordability of my product compared to the quality service I provide.
Thank you very much, Mercy. Ijoma, if you can tell us what your strength is.
So I think my business,
Sorry, can you start again?
I said my it's not about the activity as it were. It's about the quality. I I seem to really believe the quality my clients want, and I'm ready to pay for any price about the quality and the um relation of
Sorry, Ijoma, it's like you're using low. Can you say that again, please?
quality.
Hearing you very well. Sorry, we're not here.
Can you hear me?
A little. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Okay. Yes, yes, we
Hello.
can. Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes, I said the strength
Yes, we
of
can hear
our
you. You can go ahead.
yes, the strength of our own strength lies in the quality of product and uh, our customer service relations. Like the clients, they want to always come back because of the engagement and all.
Okay, so just to repeat, it's still a bit of a struggle to hear you. Just to repeat, the strength of your business is your customer service and repeat customers, people wanting to come back because of that experience. Correct?
Yes, and the quality of the service.
The quality of the service, is that what you said?
Yes, the quality of the service and
Okay,
service.
okay, all right. Thank you very much. I was going to come to Joseph, but it seems like he's left the meeting. I guess we can. Oh no, he's back. Joseph, yes, you're back.
Yeah,
Um, yes,
back.
so we if we can have the strength of your business,
Okay.
what do you think is your the best strength? Yes.
I think the fact that we are available to meet our demands in a very professional manner, 21st century standard.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome, sir.
All right. All right. Sam, I think you can continue.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. We are on the same page there at the very least, but I would also say we're missing a little bit of the mark. For Messi and Ijoma, your strengths are, yeah, they are customer related, which are very important in the sense of what I said earlier. For you to be able to stand out against the opposition, right, in the market currently, you should be able to get identify your strengths against this in existing businesses, right? And to do that, you should focus on customer eccentric strengths. Now, why I'm saying you focus on customer eccentric strengths is that everybody in this generation and this market right now is full of themselves. Take the customer. The customer is full of themselves. The customer is all about themselves right now. And when you are able to identify strengths, right, that speaks to the customer self, you are able to create that feel good factor that the customer wants, right? You work on that and you basically keep them coming. That's what's going to happen afterwards. So there's a way to turn some of the things that have been said, right, on its head to fit the customer. And let's use what John said earlier. His his business strength is one of popularity. It's popularity based. A lot of people keep coming, right? So that's his business strength. Now, in the hospitality industry, you can turn that on its head and basically go, everybody wants to be here. People identify with things when people want to go there, or whether they know those people or not. People don't care. When it comes to hospitality, they don't really care. Everybody wants to be here. That is the selling point. So why aren't you coming? Right? So once you are able to sell out your strengths from a customer perspective, you are able to really identify what way to speak to your customers, what you need to address, right? It also helps you with content generation and every other thing that you would need to do. You get so a very simple content generation for John's business would be showing people that people really want to come. How of like showing people when the process of booking, where people book, where people come to the apartments, when people leave, right? Like showing the frequency of people coming solidifies the want for other people to come. And that's who's going to speak to his business strength. You get so identifying your strengths is not just knowing what you have going on for you that's good, right? It's what do I need to keep working on, right? What do I keep need to keep doing, and how do I show people that I'm doing that? That's why you identify your strengths. So create an action plan against your strengths, going, okay, I've identified my strengths. I need to keep doing this, right? This is what leads to my strengths as a business. I need to keep doing this, and I need to show people that I'm doing this. So two action plans. I need to keep doing this. I need to show people I'm doing this. If you're able to do that, you are able to do a one up on your competitors. Nigeria is a copycat industry, so people are going to copy you at that stage. But the fact that you started it is going to put you in the front run of whatever you're doing, right, in your business. It doesn't matter the industry really. Just follow this simple two-step plan right? And focusing on your strengths. Now, your weaknesses is one that most people are not conversant with and they do not try to really identify. Now, what really stops your organization, right, from performing your business or from performing at the most the max level is able to perform at the moment? Like, what's that one thing, right, or sets of things that's stopping it from doing that? That's your weakness, right? For some of us, it's staffing. We do not have enough staff. Um, yes, someone mentioned that earlier. I think that's messy. We do not have enough staff. We don't have, so we're not able to carry out multiple processes at once, and that's a mitigating factor for the business. Now, so when you are able to identify your weakness, you know what you need to address to get you to the next stage of your business. Now, it's also important to note that everything you are doing, right, this analysis, you need to do it every single time as a method of growth and method of ensuring that you are stable. Performs a SWOT analysis at least every quarter. Like, just sit down, go through your business, and follow these steps. Like, I'm already giving you guys the steps, right? And I hope you're penning that down, right? So you would be able to carry out like this as needed. Just very, very simple things. Just very simple. It's simplified for you right now. And if you're able to ask yourself these questions, you should be able to answer those questions by yourself in your room, in your office, wherever, and address what needs to be addressed. Now, if you do this every quarter, believe you me, by the end of the year, your business is going to. All right, Messi.
Yeah, please, I didn't get the question. I want to pen it down.
Okay. All right. So, for that's for the weakness, right? Or for strengths, because we're past strengths.
Yes, for the weakness, we are done with strength.
All right. All right. So, what's that one thing or sets of things, right, that's mitigating my business from performing at its maximum level right now? So you ask that. That's question one. Question two is, what's the maximum level of my business right now? Like, what's if my business is going to operate fully, right? At this moment in time, what's the maximum level of my business? Now, for you to identify the maximum level of your business, you don't always need to compare to the industry as a whole, because if you compare to the industry as a whole, you are going to find yourself in Pandora's box. So don't do that, right? Just until you get to the stage where your business is at industry standard. And when I say at industry standard, right, you are getting your customer average is at the same level as the industry average or above the industry average. That's when you know that, okay, I need to compare my business to the industry standard. So at this stage, when you're comparing your weaknesses, it's important to compare highest to the local competitors and yourself as a business. All right. So simple way to know your maximum level is, I am what's my best customer rate coming in, right, at a particular period of time. So if I have 20 customers coming in this thing, or let me go through the month of December, and the peak period for my business or this thing was, I had 50 customers coming, right? Every other, this in a week, every other time I had 10, 20, up and down, so on and so forth. So 50 is my maximum. So why can't I keep to 50, right? At that maximum over that period. So when you look at that, that's your maximum level that you can cater for, right? In a particular period. So once you're able to identify your maximum level, you then compare it, like, what's stopping me from hitting my maximum level at every single point in time. Do you get that? So with these two questions, you are able to address your weakness? And I would like to see if anybody can answer that. Right, I've asked themselves those questions on the call, and I've answered that. Shegu, please can you moderate us be able to?
Yes, sorry. Before we moderate, there's a new person in the meeting. Can we just have that person introduce themselves? That's Lolia Horsfowl.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. Can you just quickly introduce yourself, your business, and uh,
Okay, so my name is
go ahead.
Lolia Hotful, and I'm into different kinds of business, but basically interior design.
Okay. Okay. All right. And
Yeah.
your challenges, briefly.
Oh, my challenges. I think my major challenge is the fact that the market is so like there are too much people in the market, so you kind of somehow get how do I explain this? You kind of you're not able to meet up. Like I find myself not being able to meet up because there are just so much people in the business.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you.
Well,
We'll come back to you on the other questions. So
okay.
John, I don't know if you can. Thank you, Lolia. Yes. John, I don't know if you can answer that question briefly. Sorry, before I carry on with John, Lolia, if you can go to the if you can go to the chat of the group, you'll see a form, and if you can fill that form for us, please. Thank you, John. You can carry on.
Okay. The question she asked should be she find it difficult to
Hello.
um.
Hello.
Are you talking about the
Yeah,
question,
fine.
Irene?
Sorry, Mr. White. I'm in a meeting now.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. I don't know if I can call you.
Yes, John,
Oh,
please
my
go
account
ahead.
number. Okay. All right.
All
Oh,
right.
all right.
So she asked. She said she's finding it difficult to meet up to the market.
No. The question I asked, right, around
Okay, you asked.
weaknesses. Yes. So I will take the questions all over again, right? So I said, when you want to identify your business weakness, there are two questions
Yeah.
you ask yourself,
Yeah.
essentially, as a business. First question is, what are the things currently stopping me from performing at my maximum level as a business?
Okay.
You get that? That's question
Yeah.
one. Question two is, what is my maximum level as a business? That's question two. Now, I would, for the sake of lawyer and whoever did not catch the what I said in how you identify your maximum level as a business, pick a particular period, preferably not a festive season, right? Pick a mundane period for your business, and within a month, right? It's the span of a month, and do the average of how many customers you get in a week. Now,
Okay.
if you do the you check how many customers you get per week, the maximum amount of customers you get, like the highest amount of customers you get in those 4 weeks, tells you your maximum. So let's say week one I got 10, week two I got 30, week three I got two, and week four I got five, right? So my maximum is 30. So why am I not hitting my maximum on a constant mark? That is how you identify. You first identify your maximum level, then you're able to answer question one, which goes, why am I not able to hit my maximum level constantly? So that allows you to know why your business is not performing well. It lets you know the weakness of your current weakness of your business, weakness or weaknesses of your business. So please go ahead. Can you answer those questions?
Okay. My maximum level weekly of customers is 5.
Okay.
five customers in a week. So if we are saying 1 month, it should be 20 customers. So um, I can say the reason why I'm not reaching that maximum level on it. I'm not talking about festive period now. On a regular scale, it should be 20 per month. The reason why I'm not reaching that level is because of the my branding and the lack of staffs, like not enough staff, because I actually have some things that, okay, instead of me focusing on that one, this person can actually take that part, knowing full well that when we come together, we are actually going to work towards reaching that level, that maximum level every month, getting those maximum customers every month without, instead of dropping, it increases. So I think the number of staffs I have, then yeah, the number of staffs I have.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. You're able to ask yourself that question. So we'll move on to how we address that later. Shegun is the next person, please.
Yes, if we can have Mercy answer those two questions, please.
Yeah, so okay, so on the average, I think my maximum level talking in terms of customers is, let's say, okay, I don't know how to do this, but okay, let's say because of the fact that I supply lunch also, so let's say we have 10 clients in a week, which no, let's say like, can it be 10? I'm not sure. It should be more than 10. So let's do 20 customers in a week, and that's like 80 clients in a month. And the reason why I'm not getting to my, and it's not like that, yes, it's not like that all months or all week like that. So why I'm not getting to my maximum level all the time, number one is I stated it earlier, is shortage of staffs. uh, I'm the only one doing majority of the work, and it's really overwhelming. Then I don't have enough equipment to make work easier and faster for now. So it's going to be a shortage of staffs and inadequate machinery. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, Ijeoma, if we can continue. Hello, Ijeoma. Hello, Ijeoma. Can you hear me? Uh, okay, John, just hold on. Let Ijeoma, and then we'll come back to you. Sorry, Ijeoma, your mic is off.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Hello? Okay. So my maximum level, I would say, as at the last time, would be say five, and this five will be the same set of people. So why are you the I didn't get the second question.
Why are you not able to constantly meet your maximum level? Your current maximum level?
Okay. I'll probably say it could probably be about the equipment. If they demand more, I might not be able to meet up because it's something that you need to rigorously do. It demands more hands, or the staffing too is a factor. And another would be, I think that's the
Okay.
Yes. So if we can have, okay, Joseph is not here anymore. Okay, so Lolia, if we can, if you can answer those two questions, what is your maximum level and why you're not able to meet them? Um, and of course, yeah, yeah. Go ahead, please. Sorry, John, we'll come to you. I just want Lolia to answer. Lolia, yeah.
Yes, please. I at this point, I don't want to even I don't want to pretend that I can answer that question. I'm not sure I'll be able to answer that question because I really haven't taken the time to measure or keep track of the amount of um, requests I get or jobs that I get in a month. So I'm not sure I'll be able to answer it.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
That's okay.
Sorry, I think it's like John wants to say something. I don't know.
All right, you can go ahead.
No, just to add to my to the last question. I When I said staffs, I think the other thing is the machinery. I was listening to the other lady, so the machinery is like financially though. But which I know if the staffs are put together, we can join and reach to get those that machinery and those that funds that I need. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mercy. Thank you, Lolia. Thank you, Ijoma. Yes. So Sammy can continue.
All right. So,
Oh, Ijoma has something to add. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so there's a sister firm that I also know has a similar has some sort of challenge. Has is I could probably say for her it's more like a strength of one or two in a month or in 2 months, and it's something. It's I think her own challenge on not meeting up. I don't know how to analyze that part. If it's about the fact that it's same set of persons that she gets her contrast from, or if it's the fact that she needs to engage more on social media. I can't really explain her, but hers is the product, it's the service that she renders. And I don't know if it's got more sensitive that she's not featuring in well. I can't really explain her, but I think her strength is not something that needs to be worked on though.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I would advise, right? Like I said at the beginning of this meeting, this therapy session, every business has a very unique set of concepts. Very, very unique. So that's why you see us taking the time to discuss this with every individual as much as possible, helping you to identify those things as much as possible. Um, Without us interfacing with her, we would not be able to do this. Right. So we are going to be having a physical session. Hopefully she's in Abuja. We're going to be having a physical session February, right? And she'll be welcome to join us for that.
Thank you so much. This is very lovely.
All right. So, Sherry, that's all right. That's everyone.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, the next two things are opportunities and threats. Now, opportunities and threats are focused on external factors that can enhance your business in terms of opportunities and that can mitigate your business as threats also. So, that's in a nutshell, that's what it is, right? So, what are these external factors that, given their existence, would help your business now? An external factor most businesses enjoy is the festive periods, right? Easter, Christmas, Salah, just Valentine's Day. Most businesses enjoy those periods. That's an external factor. It's an opportunity to gain more sales, right? Than you did at any other period in your this thing. At any other period in your business life cycle. So focusing on those opportunities or identifying possible opportunities in your industry is very important. I just gave you a very simple and generic one, right? So that applies to Mr. John's business. It's a very simple one. Anybody can jump up top. Applies to Messi's business also. Very simple. Anybody can jump on top that, right? Those opportunities. Now there are other opportunities where you could jump upon and people do not exploit. Now, let me give a very simple application for this for both businesses, business types. There's an event going on, a random event being organized by some people, go party people. They just want to create an event, most like make money from it, that people will enjoy themselves, come party till the night and all that. Now, if I'm in Mr. John's shoes, I'm going to align with those organizers and go, oh, I have apartments. If any of your people are coming in, I'm going to give discounts, right? 10 apartments are available. There's always an event every month, especially if you're in this in hotspot areas like Abuja, Lagos, and Port Harcourt, right? There's always an event every month that would give you this opportunity. So that would also help make you a household name with people seeing your logos or your brand right on those this events like over and over and over again. You might not have to pay money depending on if your relationship with your event organizers. You might pay a fee, subsidized fee, 10K, 15K. It's not as opposed to the amount of marketing those guys will do is a win for you. It might not always lead to you getting customers also, but it always leads to people seeing you, and eventually those people would most likely come to you. That's a very simple thing from John's perspective. Now, using the same event organizers, I'm making food. Can I sell food at your events? Very simple. Can I cater for your event? Right? Most events, sorry, most events try to get vendors, right? You can create a deal with them. Um, Most people don't look into partnerships sometimes, but you can create a deal with them that benefits both of you, or you could ask them, oh, can I pay a fee? Most vendors' fee is not above 30K, it's between 10 to 30K. And something as good as food, as long as you plan it properly, is going to sell out at most events. Sell that, make it cheap compared to your competitors, as the vendors coming to those events, because most people see it as an opportunity to get maximum instead of sell more. So try to sell more when you go to events, right? For anybody that's doing foods, always focus on selling more rather than selling at premium prices. So that's a mistake Nigerians in general make. And I'm just giving you guys the secret that's going to help you stand out against every other person. When you focus on selling more, when you have these opportunities, you are always going to make more money. During Christmas, I would rather sell more than sell premium, because if I sell more, I am going to get more recurring customers, right? Because I give them a first time discounts, they are most likely going to come back this in every other day within the year. But now most Nigerians tend to increase their prices, Christmas price. I mean, everybody wants to do that in December now. So because of that in mind, we have people now doing opportunity cost on how they want to spend during Christmas. But if your prices are relatively cheaper, discounted against every other person in the market, you are able to cash in on the opportunity. More people are going to come than not. And yeah, most likely you might not be able to meet up to demands, but you would be guaranteed to sell out. And that is the aim, right? It's better for you to sell out in those situations than not meet to, when you don't meet up to demand and you sell out, people would identify, yeah, this person sold out. There's this perception of selling out depending on how you straight out into public. We can't meet to your demands any longer because we have sold out, right? If you are able to plan properly, you might be able to meet to demands by using the proceeds you are getting to listen. That all goes to managerial planning and how you plan your business and all that, but operational planning. And I'm not going to tell you in honestly how you should do your operations, right? I'm going to only tell you how you can optimize your income and revenue. When it comes to operations, it's very unique and it's not something we can discuss on this call. For threats, similarly, what are those this thing, external factors that can affect you? For some of us, it's legal issues, right? Food is a very sensitive this thing. People don't trust buy. Not everybody trusts buying food from outside. Something goes wrong, diarrhea or whatever, people are going to listen, right? These are threats to your business that are not always going to be in your control. But if you are able to identify these threats, right, and control the narrative as much as possible on your end, that's going to help keep your business afloat and ensure your business survive. We are not at the stage as a country where people randomly throw lawsuits, but we are getting there. People these days are throwing lawsuits at small businesses also. So you would be mindful of what are the legal peculiarities with your business. Try to find those out, right? What are the things I don't need to put myself into? What are the things I need to avoid in general? Now, if you're selling packaged foods, right, homemade foods that are packaged, you are sealing it up and all that. Let's use yogurt as an example. You will need a NAFDAC registration. That's just the truth. You will need NAFDAC registration. So once you bear that in mind, you see that some of us are already falling short, right? And we are facing threats to our businesses that can affect us in the long run or short run, right? Depending on what kind of customer we meet. So it's important for us to be able to identify these threats, identify these opportunities also. And like I said from the beginning, these are external factors we don't have total control over, but we can exploit or protect ourselves from. Any question around threats and opportunities? Does anyone have any question before we move forward? So I would take it as everybody's on the same page on threats and opportunities. John, the same page. I mean, I've given you guys expo already on how to exploit those opportunities. All right, so we can move on, given that we are all on the same page. Thank you. All right, so marketing problems. This will help us address some of the things you guys have already mentioned as your problems. Every sort of marketing problem you're going to have in your business life circle is going to fall into one of these three things: conversion, visibility, measurement. It's always going to fall into this one of these three things. Conversion, basically, people see my business, people interact with my business, right? Ask questions, but they are not buying. That is a conversion problem. People do not see my business at all, right? Like it's as if I don't exist. No matter the efforts I'm putting out there, it's as if people don't want to even see me. That's a visibility problem. Measurement problem. Um, very simple problem, and it's one of the most common problems that almost no business um, startup actually cares about. Like they don't care about that. Um, Le- it's Loyola, right? Is that the name? I hope I'm not butchering the name. Falls under that category when she said she can't actually answer that question at that moment, right? And every other person that gave an answer, I was peculiar to how I gave an example, right? And everybody just did an average of what they basically this is my maximum monthly and just did an average of that. So they don't know what their maximum in a week is because there's no measurement. There's no mm, record, right? Or can anybody here tell me they have a record of sales they make weekly? Like, do you pen that down? Like, how many sales you make today? Can you visualize that? Do you have a record of that here? John, do you?
No, I don't.
Ijoma? Okay, no, Ijoma hasn't started. So, I mean, Messi, do you have that?
Yes, so I do, but um,
No.
it's not consistent. But I think I did it consistently for 2 weeks. Then sometimes after the 2 weeks, sometimes I forget. Sometimes, but it was consistent for like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, okay. That's progress. That's progress. That's progress. All right. For this thing, right? I advise don't stress yourself. Like you're a startup, you are not going to be able to achieve your measurement, right? If you try to do it daily or and all. It's important to do it daily. That's the truth. But you're not going to achieve much, right? Like achieve that because you are going to be overwhelmed with a lot of details, a lot of other this thing, operations. So simplify it. Do that weekly. Just do it weekly, right? How much has entered my account probably from customers this week? You could use that as a metric and pen that down, right? How many customers sent money to me this week? You could do that. So if you do a weekly review, you would always have. There's no need to start daily for now. Now, if you have those numbers, you'll be able to know how many people come to you weekly, right? And with that consistency, you get new staffs, you'll be able to get the numbers of how many people come to you. New staff, new technology, you get to know the amount of people that come to you daily, right? Which is the goal. But simplify it. Anytime you have a problem, always try to simplify it. What's the simplest format, right, for me to address this problem? And now the simplest format for you to address this particular problem is start weekly. Whatever numbers you need to cater down for, do that weekly. Put out a day within the week, right? Maybe it's going to be Sundays, if that's your free day. 1 hour at max should be able to allow you to do that. And you would be able to pen down what you got the previous week, right? The passing week, what amount of customers, what amount of money you made. Now, once you're able to do that, it allows you to know, answer the questions of weaknesses we discussed earlier. Now, for visibility and conversion, right, it still speaks to measurement. Some business owners feel they are not doing good because they are not really measuring. you might have had an increase in the last 3, 4, 5 months, and you do not know that because there's no measurement. There's no measurement of that, so you don't know that. Oh, I've been having gradual increase, so there's something I'm doing right. That's what measurement helps you do. It puts everything into perspective, right? It helps you know, okay, this is this is that. Now, also, if any of you here have done social media marketing, right, like ads, just paid ads, you will see this in those numbers where Facebook or Instagram clearly tells you this is the amount of customers I've gotten. This is the amount of people that engage with your this and that's conversion, right? From Facebook's perspective, this is the amount of people that have engaged with your content. This is the amount of people that have seen your content, right? So you're able to draw a percentage. This amount of people saw my listing, but only this percentage of people, right, were able thought it enough, right? Important enough to engage with my content. Whether that engagement is significant or not, that's a conversation uh, for later. Now, why this is important is if you're able to know the amount of people that see you, right, you'll be able to know if the problem in the first place is they don't see it as important enough, right? Your visibility could be out there. So there are people that are visible, but because there's very, very little to no conversion, they feel they're not being seen at all. And it's important to be able to know that when you are being seen or not. And for you to do that, you would have to create engaging content that basically you don't need to sell. Don't always focus on selling what you are doing. Ask very simple questions. Do you understand my business? Right? Do you ask questions that makes people to answer? You could ask your friends, you could start with your friends, do you understand my business? Do you this thing? How often do you see these ads? Right? How often do you see my content? Very simple things like that. That's for those that post. Well, some people visibility problems stems from them not being out there at all. There's no digital footprint of their business, no footprint or whatever of their business. But first start if you go out there and you are posting, you could ask those simple questions. Do you actually see my business? Right? Do you know what I do? Right? Things that engage people. Um, what are my top 5 products? And stand a chance to win 1,000 naira recharge card. People are going to engage. You are the ones that know your top 5 products. Like, what do you think people buy from me the most? Right? That simple activity will show you the amount of people that see your business, right? If they see your business. Because now they feel there's an incentive for them to actually engage, and that engagement will show you, oh, these people see my business. It's just that they are not purchasing. Then it now leads you to why are they not purchasing, right? Why are you not why are you not able to take them to the next stage? For that, I would like Shego to touch on conversion, right? Content wise per se, because it's always important to look at your conversion problems from a content perspective. How is my message going out there? It's important for that. So, Shego, could you just briefly touch on things that people could be doing wrong, content wise, as to why they are not getting the conversion that they're expecting?
Okay. Yes. First of all, does anybody have any question on conversion? I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. Just do a thumbs up if you understand uh, what we mean by conversion completely. Okay, one thumb. Okay, John. And then, all right, perfect. Okay, so now when we're writing our messages for social media or flyers or however you whatever marketing channels you use, typically I'm assuming, but typically because I've been in this position before, we write what's in our head and what's the list of our products. We might write the prices, some might not write the prices. There's debates on that, and then we send the information out. But we notice that this is for cases when we notice that there's reception of um, people send us messages. Oh, what's the product about? Again, many people don't read, so when they now ask you what is this product about, we find out we have to explain again and explain and explain, and then people realize that, oh, this is actually not what they wanted. These are for scenarios like that, or they don't understand what you're selling exactly. But how we can fix that is we have something in our head. Doesn't mean that people understand what's in our head. So we have to actually do small research and find out how people think, how people talk, and that's the first step that you should do. Um, Now, for small businesses like ours, right? I'll say us included, is that we may not be able to. We don't have the budget to do a lot of research. We may not have, for some of us that have clients, we can actually do surveys and send out for research. But for others who don't have those client base yet, what you will have to do is just write your messages with what you have in your head, send it out, and when you have people come in and give you feedback unknowingly, and when you ask somebody about your content and they tell you, oh, this is what I think, and you find out that they are completely misunderstanding what you're saying, you can then ask them questions. Oh, so what are you expecting? What would you expect to see? And gather that kind of information. And then you can begin to understand how people are thinking and talking. So those are just that's just a quick thing that you can do for people who are overwhelmed with work. And this, what I've just said, seems like another layer of work. You might just actually have to subcontract that kind of work to somebody, an expert, to do that. You may need to partner with someone who can analyze your business and uh, you know do your messaging for you, or do your content ideas or content strategy for you, to help your conversion. So those are just very briefly what you can do on in terms of conversion, uh, dealing with content. Yeah. So does anybody have any question? No questions? Okay. So yeah, Sam, I think you can continue. Okay. Yeah, we have a question. Mercy, yes. Go ahead, please.
Okay, so my question is on I stated earlier that I think one of the major challenge I'm having is social media engagement and all that. So there's this thing with hashtag, and it's looking like I don't know, maybe I'm not even getting, because sometimes when I post something out there and I'm just getting like 4, 5, 10, 15 likes, and I'm like, okay, so is it that the hashtag are not, or maybe I don't know, maybe you can help us elaborate more on this hashtag and sending out content of a thing.
Okay. Hashtags are dead, but hashtags are relevant. Now, the reason for that, for any content creator right now, is hashtags don't work the way people think they work. That's the truth. People with more followers would get the kind of engagement you expect from hashtags than you would. So it's important to note that, right, in your mind when you're doing whatever you're doing. Hold on, please. Sorry about that. All right. So, yes, I said it's important for you to note that now. What you use hashtags for, right, is like SEO marketing. S- That's an layer of content management. Um, so take hashtags as keywords to enable Instagram know who to recommend your contents to. And when you use hashtags, your whatever word, right, keyword that you have in your hashtags should be in your what's the word? Um, Caption. It should be in your caption. So if you write a caption about what your post is, right, whatever you're posting and all that, Instagram correlates your caption with your hashtags, then recommends it to people. So if I'm doing a caption about photography, right, I'm going to write a post, 100 words, maybe 100 words is okay, right? Just saying something relevant to whatever I'm posting, whatever image I'm posting. Now, hashtags would work more for content that is not sales oriented. So it's like content that give information about your business, that just engages people for people to see or know what you do, not oh come and buy this, right? This is the price of this. Don't use hashtag for those kind of posts. It's better when you have sales posts. The best you can do is boost it, just paid ads. That's the best you have. And don't always do paid ads. Like follow the 70-30 rules. And to simplify the 70-30 rules, if you are posting 10 contents, seven of those contents should discuss your business, should show people what you do and all. Three of those contents should sell your business, sell what you do. Do you get that, Messi?
Oh yeah, I get that.
You get so this simplifies your issue with hashtags also. So just bear in
Yeah.
mind that hashtags doesn't do what people expect it to do. You get it's never been that case. So any other question as regards posting on Instagram and all? Lolia, do you have any question? Seems Lolia is good. All right. Perfect. So, boop, boop, boop. All right. So, with the problems we just mentioned, marketing problems, I would like for us to be able to identify where we have our problems in terms of reaching the market, market reach, and all. So I've basically like identify these problems for you: conversion, visibility. Do you think people are not seeing you enough? Right? Do you think you are not the people that are seeing you? You are actually not getting them across to buy your products. What do you think is the case at the moment? Messi,
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
right? So do you think people are not seeing your business enough? Do you think people are seeing your business, but they are not able to? They are not just making purchase. What do you think your business?
Honestly, I'm going to first. It's. I think the problem is from you. I'll be honest with myself because I remembered very well. In 2020, that I was, that year, no rush. Everybody was chilling at home and all that. So, that year I had some time to balance up things with my social media and everything. So I was really getting. In fact, I got job from Instagram that year. But I think because I relaxed a bit, like I stopped posting, like my Instagram is looking like I'm not even in the business again. I think that's the problem. So maybe when I can only answer this question maybe after 1 year, 1 month of consistently posting, and then or maybe 1 month or 3 months of consistently posting, and whatever I get afterwards is what I would now um reply, or what my response will not be based on. But for now, I think the problem is that I am not putting out the business. I'm not putting the business out there.
Okay. You've pretty much answered your problem. You've pretty much answered your problem. And well, I say you've pretty much answered your problem, right? Truth be told, not every business owner have that tenacity for social media. We as a marketing team have all our strengths. I'm not that type of person that's going to be on Instagram every day posting. Yet we have someone to do that. And it's always important as a business to know where your strengths have been exhausted, right? Where your time, you can't spare any more of your time on things, right? On certain things. You can't, there's no spare time any longer. So you are overwhelmed with what you have to do for other things. Because now, if you're going to embark on the social media journey, you might have to sacrifice certain other aspects of your business to meet up, right? And what that would lead in turn is if you are getting more customers, right, you would most likely not be able to satisfy them, because for you to get more customers, you need to keep on the entire content management stuff and posting and all. So that leads you to be in a loop where you would have to put in efforts to get more customers, but those efforts you're putting to get more customers is going to mitigate you, right, from satisfying your customers. Do you get? So Shegu gave you an answer earlier, and that answer still actually it still stands for your business, in the sense of it's always best, like once you see that you can meet up to something, right, to subcontract. And why we're saying this is I'll give a very simple business issue, right? We have now City as a company, a solution-based company. Yes, we have our developers for the tech angle, but we are trying to build a product, a certain product, and we don't have enough hands right in-house to do that. We are not going to say, oh, we are not going to saddle ourselves with more work because we don't have, we're strapped for time and we want to get the work done. And what's our solution for that? Get more hands, hire, subcontract, whatever it may take to get more hands to get this work going. That is our solution for that. Now, the question to that now leads to, as a business owner, how do I achieve that, right, when my resources are limited? I think that's the next question. Is that the question? I'm sure was going through your mind, right, Messi? Am I correct?
Yeah, yes, actually, yes.
Yeah. So, um, I tell every business owner, right, to make it a habit of ensuring that at least 10% of whatever you make coming in goes into marketing. At least 10% of that. So if you make 10K a week, drop 1K aside for marketing, right? So now what that does is if you are able to this thing gets a business. For example, let's use ourselves as an example. City as a company, we have products that fits your business angle, right? We could create the content strategy for you, and you can easily follow that content strategy, a template that simplifies your entire work, anything you need to do, right? So over a period of time, that's with that on the table for you, you have all the content, this thing you need over that period of time, all the content ideas you need. So you don't need to sit down, you don't need to break your brain and so on and so forth. So you have that. You would now know, okay, from this 10%, I'm able to pay for this. From this 10%, the next month, I'm going to use that to run paid ads. Do you get? So that way, 10% of your business caters for getting more customers into your listing. Right? You can increase it to 15%, which is ideal though, but 10% of that caters for you getting reoccurring customers, right? Like even if you are not able to do that right now, you are not able to contract a company to do your content for you, right? Just move that 10% aside, right? Get this in simple posts, just simple posts, make a simple post and use that to do reoccurring ads. That's going to increase your reach and hopefully increase the amount of customers that come in. And once you have that, you would be able to gain the money you need to hire other hands. All right. Sheg wants to add to that.
Yes, so perfect. Everything Sam has said is correct. What I would just add to that is that you can also don't be afraid to recycle content.
Yes. Thank
What
you.
I mean by that is, y- like, if you look at really top people that seem to have content out there, they're not coming up. We are coming up with new posts maybe like every week, one new post or one new item of their posts a week, but they're repeating a lot of content. That's what I mean by recycle. Repeat. Don't be afraid to repeat. If you've put it up 2 days ago, you can put it as long as it's relevant. Like for example, um, a description of your business, what your business does. Don't be afraid to repeat that kind of post um, regularly. So it's not everything fresh content. That's a fallacy. I mean, nobody can afford that. You just be spending money creating content, and that doesn't make sense. Yeah.
All right. Hope I've given you an action plan, Messi, as to how you can go about it. Messi. Okay. That applies to every other person in the
Yeah,
business.
yeah, thank you very much. I really got
Perfect.
that. I think that's one of the problem. Like I always want to post something new, but I've gotten that now.
All right. Perfect. Perfect. John, can you identify what marketing problems you are experiencing based on what we've discussed so far? Is it that based on your business, more people are not buying, right? They're seeing you, but they're not buying. They're not buying into it. They're not spending. That's the case.
Okay. Thank you. I think is the accuracy about my content that I need to work on, and as well, I, I'm not just that kind of social going like going online on social media, posting and all. But I actually love someone to handle that part really. But since I don't have the hands now, just like you said, I won't just toddle back. So what I think is for now I'm doing the bit I can, but I need more accuracy. I need like it should be more educative, and it should tell the people more about what I do. So I think that's what's going on now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it
All
should be
right.
more educative. Like, okay, this is what you are doing. Tell us details about what you're doing, how it's going, and what it's about, and not just putting it like this is it, and someone seeing it and okay, this is it. Then what next? So the accuracy and the educative part of my brand and what I'm doing is
All
where
right.
I feel from here.
I get you. I get you. So that's perfect. I'm happy you know where you are at. So we time, and I would like to round this up. So, now just to go over everything everybody have said, right? We don't have this person calling longer, so that's sad. Joseph, right? But John, you said staffing, financing, machinery, sort of the issues you have, right, with your business, messy staff and machinery. Now, an advice for both of you, right, is number one, with staff, if you can't find, if you can't pay salary, right, look for people you could basically pay commission based fees to. Do you get commission based fees? Like, as long as they are down to work with you on those commissions, right? It satisfies them, right? Give them good rates and find those people. That way, you would be able to free up more space for yourself and all. If you are not keen on that, you can also think about getting a partner. It's always important, right? Know that businesses, yes, it's profit oriented, but you can't be a lone wolf, right? In a business, it's not good to form islands when you're trying to create a business because you would need to really interact with people and so on and so forth. And because of the different natures of people, using just your one nature as a person to address business issues would stagnate you at some point. When I started business as a whole, I was gung ho on myself, just myself, just myself, just myself. And it took me a while to see that I couldn't, right? No matter how brilliant my ideas were, no matter what, there was always things I couldn't do myself. Now, with getting to work with people, all those things I couldn't do myself, right? Someone else was doing it, and the things they couldn't do, that's what I was already doing. And eventually, we got to places where we were better off and we were doing better off, right? So that is one advice you should bear in mind. If possible, find a partner. Don't rush while doing that, though, right? It can be a contractual partner, not like a full-on partner, right? Just you guys are doing it for a short period of time to for you guys mutual benefits, probably to gain a portfolio or something. Just you can create some sort of partnership that's going to ensure that you meet your goals, right? A temporary partnership that ensure that meets your goals. That's if you don't fully trust the person. If you guys have gained trust with each other and you know that you guys can work, you guys can have fully pen that into paper and have a full-on contractual partnership, right? Also, it's important to find services, right, that can help you sort out staffing, right, at a very minimal level. Do you get? So that's really important. Listen, now, one rule I have for businesses: if you are able to get more people into the door to pay, you'll be able to pay your staff. That's is a very simple rule. Get more people into the door, and your issues would be sorted. You get. So with the marketing plan, simple marketing plan have given rights to generating income for marketing is going to ensure that what that plan does is ensures that the money you gain, right, gets more people and basically you recycle that as long as you keep your business sane and people enjoy your services. It's going to just recycle whatever you're doing and recycle the process and ensure that you get more sales, which is at the end of the day is what's needed. So it's a very simple expansion plan that would, if put into practice in 2 months to 6 months, would read like reap very obvious results, right, for you. And as you're doing that, try to get, like I said, first option is get people that are going to be willing to work with you under the circumstances of um like right, just commissions. If you're not able to get that, find a partner, right? That's going to complement whatever you are not doing right. It's always, but why I say whatever you're not doing right, if you're in basic shoes, you're doing the food and all that, don't go and find somebody that's doing food with you. Don't. Businesses fall into that mistake. Do not do that. Try and find someone that's going to be market oriented, business oriented. They are going to focus on trying to get more people. They are going to focus on trying to get you financiers, people that are going to invest in the business, and so on and so forth. So that's who you should look at as a partner for in a partner. Don't go and focus on looking for who's doing the same thing you're doing. Right? The person might have interest. Find someone that has interest in what you're doing, but the person doesn't have the strength to do what you're doing, but the person can do what you need them to do. So that's what you should focus on. Messi and John, does that speak to you guys? Are you guys on the same page?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That will help you address whatever problems you have with financing. Like you said, Messi, earlier, we're looking for grants. You think your social media page is not helping with that and all, right? And for that to work, you need someone, if you can get a partner that's just going to help complement that. I'm sure, do you want to add anything on this so far so we can close?
I think you've covered everything. Just to address, I think you've covered a lot for Mercy, but I just wanted to focus a little bit on John.
Okay.
But or actually bring back something that you said, Sam, for John is that events, for example, are very good opportunities for you in that that's John, that you can find synergy with people who organize events for people that come out of town, and you can do a partnership and do a referral system so that okay, if you bring me customers, maybe I can give you um, uh, 10%, or whatever. You know your own business. You know what you can give or what is fair to give somebody for um, uh, providing a service of sort of marketing, because they're actually helping you to market your own service, right? um, so that's the way you can also get people to work for you, specifically, just like Sam has been saying, that you don't necessarily need to hire a staff that will do dedicated things. You can outsource, and you can also get people to do partnerships. So yeah, thanks.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone. I hope this has been fruitful and I look forward to seeing your businesses thrive. I would be keeping tabs personally on your businesses. Please do, okay, we have your numbers. We'll contact you. If you are on Instagram, I will be checking your business also. If we have um, any service that is going to be worth your while, we will be sharing that with you also. But for everybody that's part of this call, part of this as a business, we are going to ensure that we keep tabs on you. Yes, please, Shagun.
Yes, I don't know if you were going to get to it, but I was just going to ask that we can send messages to your emails, right? For example, if you do um, ask for tailored business solutions, like we've given you a lot now, but we can give you something more in a written format. If you want that, we'll send that to your email. So I believe we have your email. Just some people that have left the meeting, we don't have their emails. So that's something that you should expect. And also, is this your WhatsApp number? The number that you've given to us, is it your WhatsApp number?
Yes, it's my WhatsApp number.
All right, perfect. And Mercy?
That. Yeah, yes, it's my WhatsApp number. And yes, I will appreciate the waiting this thing.
Okay, all right. We'll follow up on that.
Okay, I'll appreciate that also.
Okay, yeah, but that's a cost of 1.5, right?
Okay, no problem.
All right. Thank you.
That's not a problem at all. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right.
All right. Thank you all for your time. Do have a lovely day, and I'm happy we are able to actually help your businesses, right? And please, all the things I asked you guys to write down, do go through them and ensure you actually follow the 4 month plan I said, right? Every 4 months, sit down for the SWOT analysis, sit down and go through all this, right? I'll just do a recap. Every 4 months, sit down and ask, find out what's your strengths, what do people enjoy from your business right now, right? And that's what's going to inform your content for the next 4 months. You get, like Shegu said, repeat. You're allowed to repeat your content. It's very important. You're allowed to repeat your content. Um, for your weaknesses, right? Ask the questions um, that I said. So, what are the things that mitigating me from meeting my maximum right now, my maximum output as a business, and find out what your maximum output is as a business. So ask yourself those two questions. Then you move on to what are the opportunities, external opportunities, basically. Opportunities are external. What are the things around me, right, that I could jump on to get me more customers? And as we've reiterated for John and Messi, both of you belong in very similar industries, somewhat, which is service oriented. It's going to be around events, focus on what do you call it? Focus on festive seasons. Like just note it. What are the festive seasons around in the next 4 months? Now, if you do these things, you are going to find out opportunities, your best sale points. You are going to plan against that. Oh, and make content against that. This coming Salah, right? You are going to anybody that books now ahead of Salah. If you book 1 month ahead, you are going to get this amount of discount. That's for John. You see that you get people, so people that don't want to be in their houses during Salah, right, can come, and there's the people that want to fly to where you are during Salah know that, oh, there's an apartment for me at a discounted price during Salah. Do you get? Because they're going to pay you that money beforehand, right? So it gives you money ahead of time that you can do other things with. Do you get? So this little things you could follow, right? The same thing with Messi. Focus on events, try to get into more events. What those events will do for you. Not only that, people buy your goods, they see you more, right? And some of them will, oh, give me your number. I would like you to cater for my event, for my wedding, so on and so forth. So try to focus on that. And as a prop, you also try to, for Messi, interact with other industries that are similar to yours, like the wedding industry, right? So events, eccentric industries, wedding, birthdays, so on and so forth. Those people that um, organize event organizers, try to pander with them, and you would get more exposure. And also try to find out the threats around your business. Are there going to be possible legal issues, right? Find out things that might mitigate you from doing certain things and all. So with all that, if you bear that in mind and follow the 4 months plan, we should be able to see your business grow, which we're looking forward to. Thank you very much for your time, everybody, and do have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Sam. We really appreciate you and Mr. Shegun. God bless you. Bye.
God bless you and bye.
Thank God, talk to you.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. All right. So should we just do a brief summary before we call off?
Okay, yeah, yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
Or you're busy? If you're busy, it's fine. We can do
I'm
that
not busy. Oh,
another
I'm
time.
not busy. I cleared my Saturday for this thing.
Oh,
Like
okay,
I
okay,
wanted to be in the mental space for it.
okay. All right.
Yes.
I think what I would like to do is, if Godwin, you are paying attention, let's just have his feedback first, and then we can now get into things.
All right. Godwin.
Yeah,
It's like he left the meeting, but okay, yeah,
can you
you're
come
here. Okay,
again?
go on.
Sorry, come again.
So I just wanted to get your feedback on, you sat in through from beginning to end. Sorry?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, okay. I feel like it was very successful, even though people who came in initially left along the way, but we had two devoted people who stayed to the end, and that is a win for me. I feel like it was very successful.
Okay, okay. All right. Maybe later we can get your why, some points on why you think it was successful. But yeah, I think have to we have to laud Sam for the moderation of the meeting in general and the whole thing. I think that was a good job. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
sorry,
will. I
what
agree
did you
with.
say? It was
Sorry.
really
Go on.
amazing.
You said.
No, I was just saying that I forgot to mention. I was just saying I forgot to mention. Someone was
So.
really happy with the meeting. And it was a very good job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think I agree with Godwin. I think it was successful. I mean, we had some dropouts, but I feel like, for example, Ijoma, she missed out on the tail end, but I think she would have got a lot from what we spoke about.
Yep.
Just before we get to the other stuff, I think the guy that came in, Adesheyi Olatunde, or Olatunde Adesheyi.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think that guy might be a decent intern, because he doesn't have a business. Although he puts that he has a business in in the form. I checked his details, but he just said he came here to learn and all that. I think he can, if he's willing and if he's in the area, that's Abuja, he can
Yeah.
contribute to our team if he's willing. Because he's like, yeah, he's did business administration and has an MS. Like, so basically, he's like green on actual practicalizing business things, and I think that's what he's looking for.
Okay.
So,
We
yeah,
can contact him for that.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, yeah, I'm running that by you so that
Okay. Okay.
um,
That's fine.
Oisa, I think her phone may have died. She was messaging me during the meeting when he was talking, and she was like trying to prove a point that, yeah, people will come to learn and all that. And I was like, we're not just looking for people who. That's not our target audience at all. But he could be an intern.
Yes.
That's like that's the best contribution he can do for the team. Like, okay, if he, let's say he does want to pay for the 30K class, for example. I don't know, I told her this before, but she doesn't seem to get it. Is that if he pays for the 30K, okay, fine, but he's not going to get detailed information that a learner will be looking for.
At
This
all.
is
It's
information for
very
like,
business
yeah,
oriented, very
exactly.
practical
It's like
oriented.
you have to have something running, and I think maybe that was that Lolia lady. I think that's what she was struggling with. I don't think she is focused or settled in her business. She even said that like she has many businesses, and it's like, what does that mean? She could be
And she missed
selling things.
she missed the introduction.
Exactly,
She
exactly,
missed the introduction.
exactly. So it's a shame. I think some people came, but they didn't fill forms. Like I saw Lulu was there. We have a contact, so we can always.
Yeah.
Um, but like she's trying to start. She's trying to make herself a business, right?
Yes. In the entertainment industry, yes.
Okay, so we can send her the form to fill um, for details. Okay, yeah. Do you want to break some things down?
Yes, yes. Okay. So I think for a therapy session such as this, physical will be better. Um,
Yes. Yeah.
Physical will be better going forward. Even if it's going to be free, 1.5 and all that, like today's own, right?
Hmm.
Um, it should be physical, right? Probably just get one of those cafes that book clubs that allows you to have like this kind of meetings, right?
Yeah.
In it as a
Yeah.
subsidized fee. So my two thinkings to that is the network issue that affected Ijoma, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's one. Two would be it's easier to gauge people. I think people are freer when they see the face that's speaking to them directly,
Yes.
right, in
Yes.
person and all. That's why I left my camera open.
Yeah. No, no, it
Then
makes sense.
the third would be um, at the point where we got to SWOT analysis. If it was a physical meeting, I would have asked for a break, let people assimilate what we were discussing before we continue.
Yeah, yeah. Online, you just need to keep going to get to the
Yes,
end. Whereas you can't like, oh, take a break. People's people's data is burning.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. So,
yeah.
um, all this just lays an emphasis for the need of a physical meeting, right?
Okay.
Like,
So I think maybe what we can do is what I was thinking is maybe we should do one more
okay,
online one next weekend, and then we can push. That's like when people are joining, we're like, yeah, we're having a physical meeting the upper week. So basically, 13th is next weekend,
okay, yeah,
or next Saturday specifically. Then the next date is 20th, so we can push for 20th physical meeting.
okay.
Uh, and
Physical is not
sorry,
the main one, right?
no, 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 no. That one is in February now.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
physical therapy, like what you're just
Okay,
talking
okay,
about
okay.
now.
Yes,
Yeah, we can
yes,
have a
that makes
physical
sense.
therapy. And
That makes sense. Total sense. All right.
we'll send out. What I wanted to talk
Mm,
about is like we can give a brief summary of our services because we didn't get a chance to talk about our services. We've educated
yes.
them on the services that they may need, and it'd be nice to like buttress it. Like you can actually hire us if need be, and then also give them the opportunity to refer people to the next session, and they can also return.
Yes. Ijoma
Yeah,
had
I think
someone to refer. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, so like
Yeah.
if we can get referrals from them, because I think they will benefit. Like you can see these guys, 1.5 is nothing to them. That's good. I like that. That
Yeah.
the way they go, they're like, yeah, not a problem. Please send it. Yeah.
That's how it
So
should be, really. That's how it should be.
yeah.
I
So
mean,
like
for the value they are getting, they understand. Like, it's really
exactly.
shouldn't be a burden for them.
Exactly, exactly. So I think from the information we have, do you think we can send to Joe? Sorry, sorry. Godwin, you're saying something.
I think I don't, I don't know if it's
Maybe it was
I
okay.
want
Go
to be free, like basically be on free.
Sorry.
So I think my this is my network, so it took me my
If you
like
can quickly type it, yeah, if you can quickly type it in the chat, so I can get what you're saying.
no sorry for it's just a comment. It's just a comment, sorry.
Oh,
Okay, say we can
oh,
carry on.
okay, okay. All right. Yeah. So 13th, one more online, and then we'll now try and
To
uh
20th.
20th, yeah, and then that 20th, the location is very key. So I think we'll need to plan for that. I think yeah, in the email. So in the email, we'll refer services. We'll refer ask for referrals for the next session. We'll talk
Mm-hmm.
about services, and we'll also mention that we're having a physical um, thing, and maybe do like a quick form to like uh, get them into to tell us if the 20th and what location they're coming from. Yeah, their locations. Yeah, so that we can
Okay.
sort of average out the best location. I think town. If everybody's coming from different angles, town will make like I said,
Town
town.
is perfect.
Yeah,
We'll say central area.
yeah,
Those
exactly.
axes. We'll say
Yeah,
to central area. Those axes. Um, there's actually a handful of places we could use in those axes. Is to knowing that it's just to know the logistics, and there's more options within those axes also.
yeah, yeah,
Just the logistics. Alrighty. Okay, so that's noted, and that's I think that's the best course of action we can take right now.
yep, yep. I like that. That was a good session.
Yeah,
That was a good session.
I'm happy we have our recording.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you'll send that to me once we end the call, right?
Yes, yes,
To everybody actually. Yeah.
yes, please. It's better than the last one. Oh God, but reply is better. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, also, I okay. While during the call, we're having the meeting. It just I was looking for. I've been looking for a service, right, to solve business problems, like a particular business problem
Hmm.
around staffing, and it's never clicked to me
Hmm.
to do it until they were discussing, and I realized that freelance commission based service as a package can be eaten, right?
Hmm.
Like physical Upwork, basically, in the sense that someone like Messi now, yes, she's cooking, she does all these things and so on and so forth, right? Um, oh, are you a chef, right? I have this event, blah blah. I need you to come to my kitchen and prepare um this amount of food, right? This is
For
your
this
commission.
day. Yeah.
For this day, this is your
Yeah.
commission, right? Um, I think that's going to be
A
being able
hit.
to offer, like yes, being able to offer that.
Yeah, because it's temporary. It's not like, oh, come on, work. Yeah. For example, yeah, yeah. It makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense.
And since like it's going to be strictly commission based, right?
Yeah.
Like they know it's commission based. Whoever is coming onto the platform as a freelancer knows it's commission based, right? We will
Yeah. So it's
manage
not.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not like your life. It's not
yes.
jackpot kind of money,
It's not
basically.
jackpot kind of money. So you know that, oh, this person bringing me onto their gig and they are going to listen. So we manage the transaction, right? So
Hmm.
you can do a fixed fee or whatever, but that's going to be paid after service rendered,
Yeah.
right? Like confirmation of service rendered. So, mm,
That's complex though. That app is it needs to be very reactive and
no, so I
responsive.
don't think we need to start with an app,
Okay.
right? I think we can small scale it and start with an Instagram page for that,
Okay. All
right?
right.
Have people register what they can do on the form.
Yeah.
You
So
get,
just forms, yeah. Just
yeah,
collecting information
collecting
basically. And
information basically. So I I,
gathering your
I I
data.
want to start with MVPs, and from that, that's my approach for 2024. To be sincere, any idea that comes, I'll start with a very the most minute MVP possible,
Yeah.
as long as possible operational wise. Um, do that. Then from that service, as long as I am able to create a service from it, carry that to any investor. I need to build an app for this, right? I
Yeah.
need this also amount of money. Drop it. If you're not dropping, I'm moving on, right? But
Yeah.
you most likely sign an NDA before that.
Yeah.
Move
But like where does this fit like where does this fit in the in terms of priority with other other projects?
in terms of priority rural projects. No, no, it's not. It's this thing has to come. City Hub has to come first, right?
Okay. All right.
Like it has to come first because City Hub is the direct. How do I say? It's they are both directly going to benefit the marketing team. Yes, right. These two products are meant to
Mm-hmm.
be because we will be able to, from our therapy sessions, from our customers, go, oh no, no, yeah, like you can jump onto this or other service, right?
Yeah.
Um, you will get this kind of staffing, right? Commission based, like we advised John and Messi today, right? If we had that, we would have just referred them there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So but without, but for us to get there, I think we need a community, and City Hub answers that.
Yeah.
That's my thinking. So it's a progressional thing. So I'm just saying it so we can pen that down, have that in mind, and move forward with that, right?
Yeah.
Um, any I've learned that any idea that you don't pen down doesn't become realistic.
Yeah.
Doesn't
For sure.
people don't get that? That's why I always have a jotter at the pen. I hate when my pen goes missing. Like it's easier for me to pen things down on paper than
Yeah.
like digitally, unless it's like Google Docs or something. Like
For sure. For
so, yeah.
sure.
It's
Okay.
not a priority now. It's just we're going to take it one at a time. I want us to generate stability and income first. So
From yeah.
not
No,
just
go on.
no for the marketing team.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
for
yeah. Yeah.
today, before the meeting, I was with Joanne and she's done like optimizing the agency, right?
Okay.
I'm just going to review what she's doing. So from that, if we, I'm supposed to have a meeting with the lady I told you about for the rapid sales team. So what I want to do with those people is
Okay.
ensure that jobs come into the marketing team, right?
Okay.
I
Okay.
want to be able, if I'm getting more jobs outside, right? I can say we can average a salary of 150 above across the team because we're getting that job from Upwork in dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and since they are quick wins, they are most of the time quick wins though, right? So because of that, it means we are more engaged and all, and with that, the attention problem we were discussing can be addressed because as I lost money last month, like
Do
my account was wiped, the real owner carried his money. Right.
what?
The real owner carried his thing now. Like I was
Who's the
keeping
real
it in my
owner?
account for him. It was just a joke I crack. When somebody steals my thing, I'm like, the real owner has come and carried his thing.
Wait, you stolen? Like I don't understand. What
Oh, they
happened?
wiped my account. Someone wiped my account.
Who wiped your account?
I don't know. It was the 20, on the 23rd, right? Of December, 2 days to Christmas. I was
What?
just I was not in the space of my 277K
What?
claim. Like all the plans I had, just
Are you
whoop.
serious? Sorry, oh
Yeah,
sorry. Sorry.
thanks. And so because of
Wow.
that, like some things just went to the back
Like
burner.
which account? Which bank? Which bank?
GTB.
But how? Like
It's internal fraud. I couldn't find
no.
my card. Like I couldn't find my card
Oh.
today that day. But that was after I got the alert. I did not know my card was missing until after I
Oh.
got the first alert. I tried and I tried to block
Oh.
my card. Like it was so funny because I was only able to block my card on the sixth attempt. Then everything was gone.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
everything was gone. Like
Oh,
I was still just too weak to react to anything. Like
sorry,
wow.
man. Sorry.
Thanks. Like because of that, like some things went on the back burner because I wanted to be able to drop like certain money, amount of money, so we would have the stipends as we discussed, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Well,
the
yeah,
weekly stipends. So since that's on the back burner, I'm still looking for other streams of income like that would ensure that happens. But
yeah,
I just want a more sustainable plan, like just
for sure.
something that would ensure that the
Yeah,
money gets to everybody's hand weekly, right?
for sure.
Yeah.
What
So
about the debentures? Like how far with
um,
people? The reason why I'm asking is like I need to know where the documentation is so that I mean I can ask people
okay, Patrick
like
sent the
I don't want to
documentation. He
ask
sent it on the
people and
23rd. No, I
sorry.
get you.
I don't
Patrick
want to
sent
ask
the
people
documentation
and
on the
say
23rd.
okay,
So,
okay, okay.
so that was, and it was the same day that happened, right? So I
Wow, you
wasn't
couldn't
in the
deal with
frame
it.
of my,
Yeah,
yeah, I
for
wasn't in
sure.
the frame of mind. So yeah, it's the first thing I looked at. So I basically asked him to redo some things, but by this weekend we'll have like a working document for the venture.
Okay, all right. Because
Yeah.
there's some people I can talk to. Like, it's not that they'll raise like one end like that, but like maybe 50K, 100. At least I can have like two or three people that I can talk to that
Okay,
can
that's
that
perfect.
can like if 200K comes out of it, those three people, that's not bad now. So
It's not at all. It's not. It will take us a long way.
yeah, and then keep in mind that we're offsetting. I don't know what the percentage is that you have.
For this thing.
The
Okay,
ventures, yeah.
okay. For the debentures, the percentage is what do you call it? It's 3%. 3%.
3%? Do you think people do you think people fund it annually,
That's the thing. I've been trying to wrap my head around it. So no, 3% monthly now.
monthly? Okay, so that comes
For
to
a year now.
36%. Okay.
Yeah, that comes to 36%. I think that makes
That's
sense.
no, that's actually too much. 30% is fine actually annually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but you're not paying monthly now. You're paying after a year,
I'm used to how will I put
breaking
it,
it down.
breaking it down.
Yeah, no,
Like
don't do that.
because
Don't do that for this because like people will expect. Oh, so if I'm getting 3% monthly, oh, I'm going to put in. They'll try and put in more and expect it immediately, right? But
yeah.
you understand? But if it's annually and it's 30%, they'll be like, okay, yeah. And then what's the amortization period or not? Is it amortization when they pay the capital? What's the
Okay, the
condition?
condition for capital, right? This
Yeah.
is we intend to pay the capital, right? I think in 9 months.
No, that isn't that too short.
Yeah, so it's depending, right? We are weighing various options.
I
Either
think
we
it
pay in
should
nine
be.
months or we pay in 12 months. That's
I think it should be 12 months.
okay.
The earliest point. And then people, I think, give people an option: 12 months, or they can keep the venture going. They can go for another year. Basically, they can
Okay.
after 12 months they can decide to continue, or they can decide to just take the capital and interest. Right?
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But no, we pay the interest regardless. So
Yeah,
because
yeah. Interest is regardless. Yeah.
we are not as it stands, we don't want to incur this people's interests. We're not compounding their interests. Because some people add the interest. I want 30% of all. Like add the
Oh no,
interest.
I think you have to put that in the agreement that it's not compound. It's
Yeah,
like
it's not
it's like
compound.
dividends, like a dividend payout. So like
Yeah.
if you want to increase your interest, you increase your capital basically,
Yes,
right?
that's it. That's
So
what we
like
want to do.
if you're getting 30% of 100, so you're getting 30K at the end of the year, and you want
Yeah.
60K, put 200K.
We put 200K. We're
Simple.
not we're not going to do other than that.
Yeah.
There's so with Nigerians and compound interest. And the problem with compound interest for businesses is that it doesn't amount to what the business need. It never does, from my
Yeah, like
experience.
you can't it's not that's not what debentures are for. Like
Mm,
it works like dividend. Like if you want compound interest, then the percentage goes down.
yes.
That's when like it's 3% or something like that, 3 or 6% per annum.
Oh,
If
this
you want
recording is
compound,
still
yeah, if you want compound interest. Oh yeah, you need to cut this part.
up. Yeah.